Hi, everyone. In this episode, we will discuss the five elements of research arguments, showing how they respond to readers' predictable questions and how you can organize them into a genuinely coherent argument. But before that, let me just introduce to you the main reference material that I have used for this topic. Majority of the content that I'll be presenting came from Bloom, Colum, and Williams' The Craft of Research, second edition. This is a very essential resource material being used and recommended by researchers, most especially practitioners, because of its comprehensive yet palatable way of understanding research arguments. Now, when you know enough to start planning your research report, you should have a tentative but clear understanding of your research question and why it mattered to your readers, and also a tentative but reasonably specific answer. You should have a list of reasons that support your claim and evidence to support those reasons, and some idea about the kinds of questions and objections your readers would be likely to raise. You won't be able to imagine all of their questions, nor will they expect you to, but you must anticipate at least the questions that generate the five elements of an argument and answer them before they are asked. Now, usually in a research report, you make a claim. You back it with reasons based on evidence. You also acknowledge and respond to other views, and sometimes explain your principles of reasoning. There's nothing hidden in any of this because you use those elements in every conversation that inquires thoughtfully into an unsettled issue. Let's consider this sample conversation of two students. So they're having a conversation about their experiences last semester and how they can move forward to the succeeding school year. Now we have here student A and student B. So let me read the transcript. Student A, I hear you had a rocky time last semester. How do you think this term will go? Student B responded, better, I hope. Why is that? I'll finally be taking courses in my major. Why do you think that'll make a difference? When I take courses I'm interested in, I work harder. What courses? History of Architecture, Introduction to Design. But what about the calculus course you have to take again? Well, I know, I had to drop it last time, but I found a really good tutor. But won't you be taking 5 courses? I know, it won't be easy. Will you pull up your GPA? Well, I should. I'm shooting for at least a 3, as long as I don't have to get a part-time job. End of transcript. Now, looking at the responses, and if you're trying to analyze this one, the first statement of student A, well, A poses a problem that interests her. Put it in the form of a question. And B responded, so better I hope. So makes a claim now that answers the question. Then you have the follow-up question from A. So A asks for a reason to believe B's claim. And the response of B offers a reason. And then you have here another question from A. A doesn't see how B's reason is relevant to his claim that he will do better. And B responded, or B offers a general principle that relates his reason to his claim. And then going back to A, so A asks for evidence to back up B's reason. And you have now the response of B. Then A now offers a point that contradicts B's reason. And B acknowledges A's objection and responds to it. And A raises another reservation. And B concedes a point he cannot refute. Now, A asks about the limit of B's claim, and B limits the scope of his claim and adds a condition. And from this alone, we can see now how argument could be applied in daily life setting, in a normal, usual conversation that we have, casual conversations that we have. And so, if you can imagine playing the roles of both A and B, you will find nothing strange about assembling a research report. Because every written argument, research or not, is built out of the answers to those same 5 questions that you must ask on your reader's behalf. So what are these 5 questions? Number 1, what do you claim? Number 2, what reasons support that claim? Number 3, what evidence supports those reasons? Number 4, do you acknowledge these alternative complication or objection, and how do you respond? So that's a counter argument that you can give. And the last question, what principle justifies connecting your reasons to your claim? And we call this one warrant. These are the elements that serve as your guide in writing a comprehensive research argument.